If you're a woman dealing with chronic diarrhea and no matter what you do, it doesn't go away, this video is for you. Brooke here, IBS relief expert and functional medicine practitioner, and I help women uncover the actual root causes of IBS. And in this video, I'm breaking down the 3 biggest mistakes that women with constant diarrhea are making. Not because they're lazy or doing something wrong, but because they're following advice that actually keeps them stuck. These are the same mistakes that I made years ago when I was struggling with urgency myself. And once you see them, you'll understand exactly why nothing you've tried has worked. If any of this sounds familiar, stay with me because this might be the clarity that you've been missing. So, mistake number 1, eating more fiber because everyone says you should. This is the most common advice on the planet. And if you've ever told a doctor or a friend that you're constipated or you have diarrhea, then you already know the script. Eat more fiber, try Metamucil. But how's that actually working for you? Because for many women with gut dysfunction, this advice doesn't help. It actually oftentimes makes symptoms worse, and here's why. When you have an overgrowth of bacteria or yeast, fiber becomes fuel, and not the good kind. Fiber feeds microbes, so if the wrong microbes are overgrowing, adding more fiber is like throwing gasoline on a fire. More gas, more bloating, more cramping, more diarrhea. And diarrhea is not something that your body is doing by accident. It's your gut saying, something's wrong in here and I need to get this out. So why would we try to slow it down with more fiber instead of asking why it's happening in the first place? Even if fiber temporarily stopped the diarrhea, all it would do is mask the real problem while the fire keeps burning underneath. This is like removing the batteries from your smoke alarm instead of putting out the fire. It's just silencing the symptoms, but it's not really solving a problem. Mistake number 2, going from GI doctor to GI doctor, hoping that the next one is going to have answers. This mistake is incredibly common and completely understandable. It's the same route that I took initially when I was having major gut issues. I saw a GI doctor who told me it's IBS, you can't get rid of it. So I tried another doctor who told me the same thing. So I did a little research and found one that was very highly thought of in my area. And he was very compassionate and nice, but he still didn't give me any answers. He just gave me pills to try to make it stop. When you don't feel well, you assume that there must be someone who can help you. But here's what most women don't realize until years later. All GI doctors go through the same training. They all work inside the same healthcare system, and that system doesn't look for root causes. It manages symptoms. That's why so many women get told, you've got IBS, everything looks normal, you'll just have to live with it. And they tell you to just take Imodium or eat low FODMAP. Sometimes women even go to places like Mayo Clinic or Cleveland Clinic thinking this is the best of the best. Surely they'll find something. But the uncomfortable truth is that IBS is a diagnosis created by that system that says you can't get rid of it, you can only manage it. No testing for infections, no testing for yeast or parasites, mold toxins, no evaluation of your stomach acid, bile flow, liver function, or nutrient deficiencies. Just take Imodium, you can take as much as you want. And that's exactly why women stay stuck for years, sometimes decades. Mistake number 3, trying every supplement that someone online says will fix your gut. This one is sneaky, and I did this one too, because a supplement that promises to stop diarrhea or bloating sounds amazing. And I get it. When you're desperate, you'll try anything. But here's the problem. Again, your diarrhea is not random. Bloating isn't random. Cramping isn't random. These are signals. And the causes behind those signals can be wildly different. Parasites, mold toxins, yeast overgrowth, bacterial infections, low stomach acid, bile flow issues, nutrient deficiencies, inflammation, and oftentimes it's a combination of several of those things at once. This is why I see women who have spent thousands of dollars on supplements that never made a dent in their symptoms, because supplements can't fix a problem if you don't know what the problem is. It's like trying to build a house, trying to repair a house without knowing which wall is collapsing. It's not going to work. The real solution, here's the good news. You don't have to stay stuck in this cycle. Diarrhea, new doctor, new supplement, still diarrhea. There's a way out, and it looks very different from what you've been told. Real healing of these problems requires advanced testing to find the actual root cause, a structured plan to remove the problem and rebuild a healthy gut environment, and this plan's going to look very different for each person. This is exactly why I do what I do with the women that I see every day. And yes, women get better every single week because of it. Not because they tried harder, but because they finally found the reason behind their symptoms. If this video helped you understand why you're still dealing with diarrhea and why the usual advice hasn't worked, make sure you hit the like and subscribe, because I share content like this every week to help women finally understand their gut and stop chasing Band-Aid solutions. And if you're ready to go deeper, check out the link below. That's where you can join the hundreds of women I've helped have normal, predictable bowel movements again, not by guessing, not by taking random supplements, but by addressing the real problem.